Hello and welcome to Living Paranormal Magazine Live. I'm Alex.
I'm Helena.
And this is...
the whole of Nova Spice.
Hey!
This is Laurie, Kat, Tiff, and Nancy.
That's it.
Shut up. Right, and we have Greg.
Hello.
So
Hello.
he's so pumped for this.
He's so fucking excited.
Well, he was, but we spent 20 minutes trying to get this fucker to work. And we have the bearded man himself.
The bearded sex god that is Daryl.
Daryl!
That's
Yay!
Isaac Cuts. There it is.
Right, just to explain why we are delayed, because we've had a shitstorm of issues involving everything with our internet and computer and shit, and it's just not great. We need a new computer and a
told you they
webcam.
were going to do it.
Yeah. The MIB are fucking with us right now.
Call them out.
Because we are going to be telling you some shit. Yeah?
We're going to expose the truth.
That's right, Daryl. We're going to expose the truth. Daryl's beard is not real.
That's right.
It's fake.
Yep. Oh, yep. Don't get us started.
And, there's
Don't
an
go
alien,
there.
and I think there's an alien with no spies in Northern Virginia right now.
That's right. Right there.
Yeah,
Right
there you go. They
See?
shrunk. They're gypsies, so they shrank him.
Oh no, they're multiplying.
Oh God!
A
Oh,
plethora.
there's another one.
There's a plethora of these little bastards. They're all over. They're taking over the whole living room.
Why did you shrink this alien, gypsy?
I freaking did.
Right, I'll start with the Borat shit. All right. So yeah, we're
Oh.
going to be talking to you guys about aliens, UFOs, and alien abductions.
What the hell?
Let's see how long this feed lasts.
Yes, until
Oh,
the MIB cut us.
We
again.
got bumped. We got bumped. We can't see you guys now.
I'm gonna have Will Smith is literally going to turn up at our door at some point. I hope he does. That'd be awesome.
We're gone.
And I hope Jaden does not try and hack our Facebook account.
Well, we've got audio. We have no video.
If you don't get that, then never mind.
Laurie's feed's cut. I told you, these motherfuckers. I'm not kidding.
Laurie, what can you see
Yep.
right now?
Nothing.
You can't see anything. Oh, what's
Nope.
going right?
No, but hang on.
Greg, how are you right now?
I'm good.
Yeah,
We can see them though, so that's all that really matters.
and Daryl gave us a thumbs up.
You can see them. That's all that matters.
Okay, well we can see you guys, and so
Okay.
can the viewers, but you can't
Okay.
see us.
All right,
So
Okay.
don't pick our
consider
nose.
Consider that a good thing that you can't see us.
See? Talk about aliens. See what happens? MIB bitches.
I told you.
So, aliens.
Aliens. First off, guys.
Aliens. Let's talk aliens.
Do you guys believe in
Such an awkward subject for me. Let's not lie about it.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe in aliens? Daryl?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for us to not believe in alien life, I mean, that's just, it's insane. I mean, to think that we're the only ones here in this universe, and we're the dumbasses. I mean, there's got to be more intelligent life than what we have here. That's for damn sure.
Right.
Judging by what's been in the news recently, I would say so, yeah.
We are the lowest life form. We really are.
Yep, pretty much.
We really are.
I mean,
Well, let's just say that if we're the most intelligent life forms out there, this universe is fucked.
definitely.
Let's just throw it up.
Yeah.
And Greg.
Yeah.
Hello, Greg. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing good.
He's
Yeah.
learning to read.
He's reading a magazine.
Yeah.
Kudos to him. So, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I mean, it's pretty much the same with Daryl. That I mean, if you don't think there's something out there, I mean, it's kind of dumb. But I mean, that's just, I don't know, my opinion. I mean, there's just so much, and it's so big of a universe, like he said, that we'd be stupid to think that there wasn't somebody else out there.
And Nova Spies.
Yes.
Do you believe?
I
You
think-
believe in aliens?
I think, can we take a poll? Those that do? Okay, even the dogs do. Absolutely. If we
And
believe
the
that,
hands have it.
that's right. Because if and even these guys do too. They
So
believe in themselves.
You have to believe. You have to believe in yourself.
That's right. And they do. They do. They say we may be little, we may be compact, and we may be vertically challenged, but hell, we're smarter than you humans.
I'm vertically challenged. I'm at 5'5".
I'm gonna stop being annoying. I'm gonna stop being annoying now.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm gonna pass things over to Helena, who knows more about aliens than I do from personal experience.
This is a fucking awkward subject. So, if you guys, well, first of all, I'll explain that on several occasions during shows about aliens and UFOs, my feeds get cut every time. So I don't know how long this broadcast is going to last for. So I'm just throwing it out there. If we go dead, there's a reason.
It might be bitches.
The broadcast isn't going well so far.
Obviously not.
Hey.
I'm not kidding, no. I actually said earlier this something was going to go wrong.
And it pretty much has.
Because I know straight away. But have you guys ever experienced anything like UFO wise or anything? Have you seen anything like that?
Right, we'll go over to Nova.
I'm turning to this one.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen anything personally, but I did go to a UFO conference way back in '98 in Wyoming, Laramie, Wyoming. It was a fantastic experience.
And what happened?
That was amazing.
It was a place where people could, feel safe about getting up and talking about their experiences and like abduction and experimentation. People were experiment on, and there were just a lot of things. They had a lot of different speakers. Someone from NASA talking about the ice crystals in space and just a lot of different things I can think of right now. That was a while ago, but it was extremely emotional. The energy there and the people were, it was great. It was an experience I'll never forget.
That's awesome. And Greg.
Yeah.
Hello. Have you ever experienced anything? Like
I've never experienced anything. I don't think I've ever really seen anything that I can really think of. I mean, some random things in the air that I've seen before that I'm like, I don't understand it. But I mean, basically just stuff you see on YouTube and stuff like that. It's the only thing I've ever really seen.
Okay. And have you ever spoken to anyone who's experienced anything?
I mean, I've heard from people that said that they have, but half the time you either don't believe their stories because of how ridiculous they sound or something. I mean, the way that I see aliens personally is like, I believe there's another life form out there, but you have to think that like they're just like we are. We're not going out to mess with them, just like they're not coming here to mess with us. I think that it's one of those things where that like movies like Independence Day and stuff like that, that's just a movie. That's not something that's realistic where that somebody's all of a sudden they're going to come down, especially knowing what day is our supposed special day, just to destroy our planet. I don't believe that would ever happen.
I mean, personally, I could understand why alien life forms would want to mess with us.
Yeah.
I think in a way they'd want to try and make us better because we're not particularly that far advanced, even though technology in the past 30 years has jumped from one thing to another. We're not particularly that advanced, especially mentally. We're not.
I mean, you have to look at it this way, that compared to them, we are savage because most of them, from what you read and from what you hear, most of them are that they want peace, and we're too savage for them. We kill each other for our own amusement. We kill each other for money. We kill each other for the fact that we can. And they're just not like that. It's like they're so far advanced in comparison to us that what we would seem as important and a good reason to kill someone really isn't in comparison to what they believe. So they're never really going to come down and go, hi, we're here and wave at us, because we're just savage and they're not interested.
I mean, personally, I feel although, yes, we can advance in our technology, I feel like mentally the human race advances and then suddenly gets really uncomfortable about it and has to go backwards again. I'm not going to use any examples of that because I think we all know what happens in this world, but we always seem to take 4 steps back and then 3 steps back again. We can't just go forward with things. We have to go back again because the human race seems to get uncomfortable about things, whether that's political stuff or religious stuff. And yeah, that's how I feel about it.
The human race is selfish.
It is.
It is. It is. It absolutely is.
And Daryl, have you ever experienced anything?
No, I've never personally experienced anything, but years ago, well, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I read a book called Chariots of the Gods, and it really opened my eyes up to the whole alien, kind of alien thing where, aliens are believed that we actually, somehow ascended from them. We were probably put here. And you have to really look into it. If you ever read the book or know anything about Chariots of the Gods, it really makes a lot of sense. Because if you look around at the human race and you look at all the different species in this world, we don't really match up with it. Even apes, we really don't match up with them. And there's no reason why we would evolve and they wouldn't have. Some apes wouldn't evolve and we would. And everybody's saying we evolved out of apes. Well, I find that to be a crock of shit, because if you look at it, it just makes no sense. There's got to be, there's just alien life out there. There's alien life outside of our solar system that we can't see. They don't want us. They probably don't want us to see us because, like you said, we are a bunch of savages. The human race sucks. I mean, you got people molesting children. You got people killing children. You got people killing people because of race. You got people killing people because of color. Why would you want to come here? I sure the hell wouldn't want to come here. It'd be like us going to some Amazon jungle somewhere where we find this race of people who, are still headhunters. Would you want to go there? No. Who the hell would? And that's probably how they see us.
Right.
Pretty much.
I mean, if I was them, I personally wouldn't come down and go.
The first thing we would do, we would shoot them.
That's the first thing.
And it's just not. It's not really something that they're about. I mean, a lot of species, especially as you can tell, I'm a bit of a UFO geek. A lot of species they're peaceful and they live in harmony with each other. Okay, there are assholes out there, apparently, but most of them seem to be quite a relatively peaceful species. And obviously, there's loads more than just the greys and the tall whites and the reptilians and stuff like that. There's loads more species. There's like little offshoots of species, and it's just they wouldn't see the point in coming down here, because the first thing that we would do is, one, we'd either capture them to experiment on them, or we'd kill them. And the worst thing is, if we were to raise a weapon towards them, we'd be fucked.
Pretty much.
Well,
they would wipe us off the face of the earth before we even had a chance to blink.
You got to look at it too like this. Look at places like Area 51 and places like that where they've had these supposed alien, experiments and stuff for the last 70 years, whatever it's been. And people who leave those air bases, experimental bases, and they tell their story eventually, look what ends up happening to them. They die in some suspicious way, or they disappear. Yep. There's got to be more to it.
That's right.
I think we have experimented on them. I think we have captured them in the past, doing wreckage or however we caught them, and we've done bad things just to examine them and not try to understand them in a civil way. And I mean, if you look at it, it just makes so much sense. It really does.
So at what point do and again, being humans are so savage that we people finally just kind of, what are they so afraid of believing? I mean, it used to be, well, okay, you can see the sky, but there's nothing past it. Well, now we know that there's a universe. Now we know there's planets in there. Now we know there's other solar systems. What the hell are we so afraid of? Are we that self-absorbed in ourselves that, what the hell? I just don't get it. Why where is it that people have such a disconnect with even the remote possibility this actually exists?
I think mainly because as a human race, we want to, well, a lot of us want to believe that we are the highest form of intelligence and we are the be-all and end-all of life. And
Arrogance.
Yeah, it's the arrogance of this. It's to admit that, you know, we are technically, if aliens are real, or I'd prefer extraterrestrial, to be honest with you, or extra-dimensional beings, depending on what you want to say. It depends on whether or not we want to admit that they're there, because if they exist, then we are the lowest form.
Well, let me piggyback off that. I think a lot of it has to do with government.
Yeah, there you go.
Across the board, from every government, from the United States to the United Kingdom to wherever in this world, I think government has their hands around it, because we wouldn't, if we actually knew there was intelligent life outside of this place we call Earth, we wouldn't need we wouldn't follow their rules, we wouldn't follow the Bible, we wouldn't do this, we wouldn't do that anymore, because we would see things in a totally different light. Basically, they're keeping it under wraps, or trying to keep it under wraps, so that we are basically sheep, and we're controlled by whatever they say. There's no aliens, there's no life outside the solar system, blah 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 blah. Yeah. And it's a whole mind fuck is all it is, to control the human race in every country throughout this world, to control it. So, because if we knew that there was a race out there smarter than us, stronger than us, more intelligent than us, that had better weapons than anything we've ever seen, there would be no reason for our governments. And that's exactly why.
Well, the UK is a lot more open.
Here's a question that I'll put to you guys then. If the human race, say next year, found out that aliens exist, all the governments come together and say, yeah, aliens are real, this is what's been going on. I mean, how do you think us as a species would react? What do you think would happen? And I'll start off with Greg, because he's been a little bit quiet.
Here. I thought there would be chaos.
I don't know.
So Greg, what do you think the human race would do if we suddenly found out that aliens existed?
I kind of agree with what they just said. I think that it would be like just a mass chaos, and there would be just a huge. I think it would pretty much. I think honestly, if we found out that there was another life form out there, I think in reality, I think that the planet would just self-destruct. And I don't mean that as far as it's just going to blow up because of that. I mean that people are going to go, they're crazy. They're going to be like, oh my God, we need to, like, it's just like if a zombie apocalypse happened. You know, it's the same concept. Everybody's going to go so nuts. They're going to be just killing everybody. They're going to be doing whatever they can because they want to try to survive and be the people that aren't going to get hurt by these beings that come over here. So, I mean, I personally think that there wouldn't be anything left within maybe a couple years at the most. I think it would perish so fast.
And what about Nova? What do you guys think?
Honestly, I think that we as a society would implode because it would strike at what I personally believe would be the moral fabric of what a lot of people are made of, because everything that they believe is in a book or is in this or is in that, and all of a sudden, if this comes out, then it erodes into the fabric of every bit of their being. And I mean, I personally think like it would be chaos. So here in the States, to go around shooting, that happens all the time anyway. And
it doesn't take much for
a riot
around here.
Yeah, like Daryl said. I mean, it doesn't matter. You know, if it's over color, over race, over religion, over sexual orientation, over it doesn't matter. You know, people aren't allowed to have their own differences and be okay with that. So I think something that would come down on this, I don't know, what do you guys, I think it would just be a cluster of epic proportion. It would be.
We're gonna try.
Okay. So I mean,
they're the aliens.
We've basically talked about how aliens will affect society.
Well, one of our watchers, our regular watchers, Cheryl, we love you. You're always around. She brought up a good point. I mean, if aliens wanted to destroy us, they'd have done it by now.
Pretty much, it's not difficult.
That's right. They'd have done it by now.
I mean, if anything, it's getting harder for them to destroy us.
But that poses another question. If we were to find out that aliens exist and there are other life forms beyond our galaxy and beyond our star systems and beyond anything we could ever imagine, what about the select few that already know? There'd be mass chaos for the people that don't know. But what about the select few that have abduction stories, that have been abducted, remember them, have the encounters? What about the select few that already know they exist? Because the only reason that they're abducted and the only reason that they remember them is because they are preparing them for if it was to ever happen. Because there needs to be humans on this earth that are ready to stand up and go, it's fine. There has to be a select few people out of the millions and billions of people on this earth that can stand up and go, it's okay.
I mean, I personally don't think the human race would go crazy because aliens exist and we think, oh, something bad's going to happen to us. I think it'd be more the fact that, you know, people who are so entrenched in their beliefs. Is that a word? I don't know.
Yeah, makes sense.
People that are entrenched in their beliefs. I'm not picking on Christianity, but for example, people who believe in God so deeply that if they found out that aliens existed and that there was no God, you know, what would happen to them mentally? I mean, they probably lose, you know, all will to carry on as they are. They might just think, well, fuck it then, I'm going to do what I want, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is, what a lot of people don't realise is that aliens and spirits actually are a lot closer than we realise, because this is something we were going to talk about. One way in which we believe that they travel is interdimensionally, and we as paranormal investigators are obviously talking to spirits who are in another dimension. And I think it is possible for aliens to actually go into the spiritual dimension and talk to spirits, because I mean, spirits,
they're interdimensional travellers, and
exactly.
We've spoken to several spirits that have claimed to have come in contact with alien life, but they'll say other dimensional spirits. That's how they refer to it.
I mean, there's even mediums who say that they've spoken to aliens.
Yeah.
There's videos on YouTube right now where you have mediums sitting in front of a camera communicating with an alien in the spirit world. Whether or not it's fake, I don't know. But there are lots of mediums out there who claim to have seen and spoken to aliens in the spiritual dimension. And I suppose in a way, you know, I'm not saying that demons are aliens, but you know, are some things that we see or experience in the spiritual world as investigators actually aliens?
It's possible, because you know they are. It's not as if they come down here and they're wearing little spacesuits and they're running about looking like massive heads and big eyes. They usually
Or ET.
Or ET style. I mean that kind of looks like my mum. Not you.
No.
Both of you. I'm gonna go for both of you. Kind of go for you and my actual mum. But
How?
I'm just being horrible.
No.
But I love you. You walnut faces.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. It's like bleeding blood. That's all right.
Oh, bless her. Don't be so nasty.
You know I'm joking. You know I love you really. But you know they are interdimensional travelers. They don't come down here in a body because our pressure is. Our atmosphere is not right for them. I mean, for example, tall whites can grow up to like 9 foot roughly, and they're the older ones, and there's no way they can come down here onto our Earth because of the fact that our gravity is too strong. And if they were to come down onto our Earth, it would collapse their bones and they would just crumble because it's too much for them. And most of the time they do travel through interdimensional travel, so it is like a spiritual plane for them.
Exactly, and that's why they're so easily able to move around our planet.
Just drop myself in the shit with it.
So let's ask about a difference between a tall white and a gray, so people understand that there really is a difference.
There's a major difference. But
I mean,
this is so fucking awkward.
Do you guys know what the difference is?
I know. I believe I do.
Okay, let's go for it.
I personally believe that more grays are more robotic or robot type. That's my big difference. For
Being
me,
mechanical.
yeah, absolutely. As in,
Like cybernetic.
yeah. Well, not intelligent. You know, I mean, they're just a. I mean to say ignorant, but as on a scale.
They're sort of servants.
Let's ask our other guests what they think. Hello, Greg.
I don't know the difference.
I love making you feel good. I love putting you on the spot.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't know the difference between them.
I mean, okay, how about this? Do you think aliens, as they are put in Hollywood films, do you think that's how they actually are? Do you think?
You mean like that they're the big head with the eyes? You mean?
Yeah. Do you think that's
no,
how they might look?
I mean, the only reason why, I mean, and you have to think about this. There's a lot of things weird that I like to think about how that people perceive something, and you know, it's like when people perceive an alien, they think of either like the Alien type movies, or you know, like we were talking about Independence Day, stuff like that, where they see him as that kind of persona. I see him, I mean, I think that I would see him as both, where there could be ones like that. But the reason why I would only think that is because, like, say, like we were talking about Area 51, if we really have captured aliens and they do look kind of like that, that would be the picture that somehow had got leaked to whoever to make it to where hey, this is going to be what an alien generally looks like, is, you know, just like the little green ones that she has. This is what an alien looks like. There's no guarantees that's what it is. There's no, you know.
One right there.
Yeah, exactly. But you know,
fucker.
I think that's the just like a persona that people put out that, hey, this is what it is. And in my eyes, I think that I'm a firm believer if there's actually aliens that are on, you know, Earth, that are, you know, walking around just like normal people, you know, trying to focus on, you know, what they can do,
Like,
what they
like
can
Michael Jackson
research. Right. So, you know.
Well, it was in Men in Black. Okay,
I mean,
Daryl, I've got you recover. Daryl, I've got a very. This is a very important question, and I feel you would be the expert in this. Do you think aliens have beards?
I do not, and you know why?
Why?
I
Because
think
they know the beards look stupid, or
No.
no. You're wrong. You're wrong. Okay. I just think they can't grow them because they're from a foreign country like you are. So
There you go. There you go. There you go.
They're too
See,
slimy.
now I'm really struggling. I'm trying to think of someone British who has a beard like a proper.
No.
I don't know if you even know who he
You're
is. The
asking-
only guy I can think of is Brian Blessed.
And I have no idea who that is. No,
Look him up. Look him up.
In all seriousness, you're asking a guy, I mean, about alien. I mean, I'm very interested in it. I've read books on it. I don't know a lot about the whole alien culture. I know it's a big phenomenon out there. You see these guys talking about it all the time. I don't know I don't know the difference between the tall whites and the grays. I do know what the Hollywood persona is of the big head with the big black eyes, and and they're about 4 foot tall, and they come into your house in the middle of the night and abduct you. But what was the fucking question?
Do they have beards?
I'll tell you what. Right. Obviously, we're ghost hunters.
Aliens.
We haven't investigated aliens, but you know a lot about them, so you might as well explain what the difference is between each species of alien.
I don't know each species.
Well, the ones that you know, then. I mean, first of all, the aliens from the film Alien were actually designed by an artist. I think his name was Geiger or something, or I don't know. So that was obviously his imagination. But one thing I will say, the aliens with the big head and the black eyes, I personally don't know where that came from in Hollywood, but obviously a lot of films have had the big alien people.
Well, I mean, let me piggyback off that. You always I've seen people's like renderings they've drawn of different people who said they were abducted by aliens, and a lot of them come up with that same almost that same picture with the small body, the big head, and the large eyes. I think that's probably where it came from. To be honest, I mean that's where I would think it came from. And then Hollywood adds their part into it, of course, and makes them, something totally different.
Well, let me take this back to you then. So, what are what you know? What are the different species of aliens? And
In what way? It depends on what you're talking about.
Okay, well, what's the difference between whites, tall whites, and greys?
Exactly what it sounds like. Tall whites are tall.
Yeah, but are they? I mean, are they like?
I don't understand your question.
Robotic. What do they look like?
What do they look like?
Yeah.
Why would I? This mate is fucking awful shit for me.
Well, you don't have to. Now it is.
Okay.
Oh, somebody outed it. Uh-oh.
What?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Helene. Go ahead.
To even approach this.
Well, have you talked to people, Helena?
Don't know how to approach this.
Okay. Then change the subject.
All right, well, this is what a covenant alien looks like.
Okay, I've seen a tall white, but I can't say for definite that was an alien. I was driving, because where we used to live in the countryside. I was driving through farmland on an old airfield, funny enough, and in the middle of the field, I saw a very, very tall white figure. Other than that, I can't tell you anything up more. It was just bright white. It was generating almost its own light source from its body, and I freaked out. I pulled over. I wasn't with Helena. I pulled over, and I had to phone Helena and tell her what I saw.
And what was your reaction?
You thought it was hilarious.
Well, because it is hilarious.
Why did you go after it?
Because I don't know why I just clicked on green. Because I was delivering for a takeout, and I didn't have time because the food was getting cold. All right.
Well, yeah, but you have to think about this. I mean, what's more important, seeing something that's a once in a lifetime thing, or delivering somebody's food?
Wait a minute, Greg. It was 30 minutes or less, bro. Okay.
That's right.
Exactly. It was an hour or less, but yeah.
My reaction to you was.
Get ready, 8 minutes.
My reaction to you was. What did you say?
The thing is, I'm not being funny. I'm not gonna first of all, right? It's pitch black. It's in November. I'm not gonna pull over, get out, and run through a field to a big tall white thing that might kill me.
That won't kill you.
Shoot it.
Why don't fucking know that? I don't have a gun. This isn't America.
Oh, you guys have guns?
I forgot. Damn.
I don't know. It might.
Why don't you guys have
Anal
guns?
probe me. I don't know.
I've got a gun in every room.
We ain't fucking
Because they didn't get kicked out of another country with people running around with guns, you know? I mean, if we did that sometime.
Because I can walk out of my house at like 3 in the morning and be perfectly safe. That's why we don't have guns.
We can go to a convenience store and buy cigarettes with someone not behind bulletproof glass.
I'll stay in England.
You got us there.
Yeah,
But then again, if one of you guys came over with a gun, you could hold a whole city to ransom. I'm only joking. The police have guns.
No, because the fucking Met would take
The police have
guns.
The police have guns, and so do the army. Just out and farmers. Everyone and their mums is packing in the country.
Yeah, but no offense, but I don't think any of your army knows how to use guns.
Thank you. There it is.
All right, okay, let's go. All right.
All right. So,
If they're not in a line and don't kneel down,
Shush,
they're not sure
Americans.
how it goes.
English are speaking. Right, in the first Gulf War, you guys blew up more British tanks than the Iraqi army did.
sorry.
Yeah.
All right, don't take it too far. They have guns.
I don't care. I don't care.
Anyway.
So,
Anyway.
back to these aliens.
Our bad.
Your bad. Sorry.
Problem with Daryl, if he shoots a gun, his beard catches on fire.
Did you
Like
realize?
yours the other day.
Wait a minute.
No, the problem was that we got the damn cords from a brick.
Do you realize I'm a certified firearms instructor?
Thank you. Thank you,
I want
Daryl.
to see your beard.
Do you realise I have a 500-meter swimming certificate?
for showing up.
Right there and
Did you get a participation award?
No, that's the thing. In Britain, you don't get an award for participating. You only get an award if you come first.
that's how it used to be. That's how it used to be here.
Over
That's how it used to
here,
be
our
here.
schools and government don't have to give people awards to make them feel special.
You're exactly right. You're 100% right.
But anyway, this is getting a bit racy now. So,
I think we're going to start another war here.
You guys
This
are.
is our family, right?
right, here's the
It can't be
thing.
reason you're white.
Before we go back to aliens, right? Here's the thing. We're British. We banter.
No.
We don't mean any of this. It's just banter at the end of the day.
No, it's all
a
fun. We
laugh.
do the shit even when we're not on the air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
can take a joke.
You should see the crap Alex messages me all the time. You
Oh,
with.
double.
So,
Really?
yeah,
Right.
it's all
Oh.
fun. We love the United Kingdom. We love the United States. We're all on the same page, man. It's all between us. It's all parent unity. There's none of this
Right on.
bullshit. There's no.
We're a family.
Yeah, exactly. There's
And
no
Greg
politics.
is like the crazy uncle who dances at a wedding.
Greg's the one that nobody wants to take out.
And there are lesbian mums and our lesbian cousins.
Thank you.
And Daryl is
Just
like
like the one with the kid.
the one that was adopted. But before we go back to talking about aliens, right?
No, let's just go back to aliens.
No, I have to say something.
He's got to get it out. Just let him. We're not even going to say anything. Just do it, bro. Just do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zach?
Do it. Yep, go ahead.
I sent you a dick pic like you requested, but you still haven't called me. What the fuck?
That escalated quickly.
Anyway,
They couldn't see it.
yes, he could. I zoomed right in. Okay.
Was that what that toothpick was? I saw that picture.
Anyway, back to that. It was like the fucking.
If I tell you what, I connected with aliens. NASA helped me find it.
You're talking to a country over here that has the Bush for the Center of Intelligence is George Bush's name. So come on, the Center for Intelligence. Let's just talk about it. Come on.
So, what were we talking about? Aliens.
Aliens.
Aliens. We're talking aliens.
But yeah, my experience with the tall white, I saw a bright tall white figure in the middle of the field. I was not going to get out. It freaked me out. I was delivering curry to someone. So yeah,
Curry.
I did shit myself.
Just curry?
And rice.
It was
They couldn't go
terrifying.
get their own fucking curry?
A
It
shitload of
was,
curry?
it was an Indian takeaway. I was delivering curry, rice, and
Other shit.
some weird vegetable thing. Doesn't matter.
Oh, they brought us back.
But like,
Who are you waving at?
what the fuck's going on? But yeah, I mean, you shit yourself.
I did.
You
So
fucked
why
up.
don't you talk about one of your experiences?
Oh, God.
Shoot, you shoot. Okay, when you were in Wickford with
Blank,
what's her face?
blank, with blank. We won't mention her name, but with blank.
The Malaysian one or whatever she was.
The blank, yeah.
Yeah.
What
What happened?
What one?
The foreign one.
No, but what incident?
You
Fucking
shoot.
idiot.
The
There's
first
like
one.
7 of them.
The first one.
Okay, 4.
Okay, so me and my friend, who I'm not going to name.
Let's call her Jeffrey.
We'll call her Jeffrey. Me and
Okay.
Jeffrey, we were. So where I lived, there was a big like mud. There was a big field and like hills and trees and stuff like that. And we used to go over there every day just to hang out and just do nothing. And the first thing we saw was this diamond-shaped craft that was going across the mud hills, and being kids, we thought that's a fucking great idea. Let's go and see what that is. As kids, that's what you do. You think, fucking, that's brilliant. Let's go and find out what that is. So we decided to go climb to the top of the mud hills, and we saw this big diamond-shaped craft was hovering above it. And we weren't the only people to see it. There was actually people in our street and in our area that had seen it. But we really thought nothing of it because it literally just hovered for a bit and then tucked off. So we thought nothing of it. And then a couple of weeks later, we saw the same shaped craft again. And again, we thought, let's go and see it. But at this point, there was actually these things standing on top of the hill, and they were brown, and they were gangly looking, and they were all like, they looked sticky. They had that sort of, do you know what I mean by like wet skin texture?
Or like barbecue ribs.
Yeah.
That's weird.
They were fucking gangly and freaked the shit out of it.
No, I really want ribs.
And then this is so awkward. And then something happened, which I'm not going into because I started.
I mean, let's wait. You basically lost like
we lost
half
a good
hour to an
hour of our life. We don't know where you went.
And you're not talking about the same kind of time, you know, like you're driving down the road kind of thing, and you know, all of a sudden you don't know how you got from here to there. You're talking about actual like hours and hours, right?
Yeah, we lost time. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Gotcha.
It was like mid-afternoon when we were over there, and then the next thing you know, it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and our mum's walking around the street shouting for us because we didn't know where we were.
How old were you?
11, 12.
Okay. So that is one of the experiences.
That was the first fucked up one with her.
Let's talk about one of the lighter experiences that you've had. The odd lights in the sky outside your house, where you and your two friends were sitting on top of your roof.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Because what did they say that was?
They tried to say it was a laser show, but there was no laser show going on in that area, and there's no way was that a fucking laser show. You could see the disc, you could see the fucking lights, for God's sake. There was no laser show, but me and a couple of my friends climbed out onto my mum's like hallway roof because there's like a little offshore which you can climb down onto. We climbed out the window and we sat on the roof watching this craft for about 45 minutes, and my mum was down at the front door watching the same craft as we were. Never knew what that was though, but you could feel the static in the air, and my dog was howling and he was terrified, or she was terrified of it, and it was just like, it's mad.
Okay. Earlier, one of you guys, the newest one, mentioned Area 51. I think it was Daryl. Obviously, I mean, I know Daryl gave his opinion about Area 51. Greg.
Yep.
Hello, Greg.
Hello.
How are you doing? Playing with your toys. What's that?
Covered an alien from Halo.
Oh, okay, a Halo.
Good game.
Do you think there are aliens at Area 51?
I think that there's a possibility there could be. I don't want to say yes that I do believe that because I mean maybe, I don't know. I mean, I believe there's UFOs at Area 51. I believe that they might have had an alien at one time there, but
Maybe
I don't know if they're. Yeah.
And what about Nova Spies? What do you guys think about Area 51? Do you think there's aliens there, or alien technology, or what?
What do you think?
I think there once was an alien there. I don't think there's anything there now.
I think there's definitely technology there, and there are a lot of people
Fiber optics.
that, you know, I've seen in people speaking at different places like where they would keep people separate. You know, they'd be working on different projects in one place, or one person or area wouldn't know what the other people were doing, so they could never really put it all together. But I believe it's possible.
I've got a question, Laurie, right? And I'm gonna ask this question as carefully as I can.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Okay.
Plausible deniability.
Right. Let me ask this question as carefully as I can, right?
Yeah.
From your experience, have you ever seen anything or heard anything that might make you think this is alien technology?
Well, I think that you know, random things just kind of appear and you kind of run with them, and people like to come up and give credit to. Do I think that it was necessarily all alien technology? Do I necessarily think it wasn't, that man had nothing to do with it, or human had nothing to do with it? It's hard to say. Listen, you know, you hear so many different things. Fiber optics. You know, as you know, kind of when you first
Apple.
Yeah, you know, fiber optics. When you
we know it's definitely not Hangout.
No, yeah,
no, because this is shit.
You know, because
what are you saying, Laurie?
People that go to, you know, Culinary Institute of America, you know, really kind of know that fiber optics was the shit, and we didn't have anything to do with it, but somebody will claim it. So personally, I have plausible deniability, Alex.
Okay, what about microwaves?
What?
Microwaves. Microwaves, I proper reckon that is alien technology. They suddenly appeared in the 80s.
So yeah, you're talking about
and you could cook a chicken in like 10 minutes rather than 30. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you could also come down with serious cancer like in a heartbeat because of radiation.
Especially if you're using a soldering iron and you put a hole in it.
That could potentially be a problem.
No, I didn't.
Could be a problem.
But
okay, Daryl.
You were asking about tall whites, yeah?
Okay, we're going back to that now.
I'm happy to just say.
What? Okay, what are?
I'm happy to just say that tall whites are not dangerous. That's what.
Are there aliens that are dangerous?
Yes.
And who are they?
No comment.
Are they Wookiees?
No.
There it is. Daryl.
Hey, to you guys, the aliens that are dangerous are called Americans.
That's right.
Over there, according to your government, it's Mexicans, but let's not go there.
Oh no, Mexicans aren't dangerous.
Boom. Boom.
I'm sorry. We're not getting political on this show. I mean, we kind of have, actually, when you think about it, especially when we were arguing earlier. It's about why, you know, we were basically explaining why the British are better, but let's not go there. If you were saying, don't you do that, Daryl. Don't you shake your head at me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Right, you're tall whites.
You're safer if they're tall whites.
I mean, let's be clear, I was freaked out by what I saw, but I wasn't scared of it. There's a difference.
Can everybody tell I find this really fucking awkward and difficult to talk about?
Yeah.
That's why I'm sort of trying to keep off the subject a little bit for you.
But
how about if we talk about that guy who claims that aliens used to come into his room dressed as pirates?
I've never seen. Wait.
Don't laugh. This is real. This is real.
Wait. I've never seen an alien dressed as a pirate.
Or a pirate dressed up as a
fucking now. I've never seen one dressed as a pirate. No, I've seen a tall white motherfucker, and they're really, really nice, and they're really calm, and they don't hurt you, and I don't.
The one way I kind of try and think. I mean,
I want to say the only way I'm going to put this. If you've been abducted and you know what this speech is, you'll understand exactly what you're saying. And if you haven't, then you ain't going to have a fucking clue what I mean. But the crinkly greys are the ones you've got a problem with. The wrinkly greys, they can go and fuck themselves.
Okay.
And what are you going to do about it, MIB? Nothing. Nothing. You're gonna do what?
Because...
What are you going to do? Nothing.
I mean, I doubt they're watching, but just in case.
What are they going to do? Nothing.
Go ahead.
We live in Greece.
That's right.
Just
go ahead. Say it.
No, what are they going to fucking do? Nothing. Not being funny. You're going to what? Cut my cell signal again for a few days. You've already done that.
Don't. I need internet phone.
Crash my phone entirely so it doesn't fucking turn on, even though it's fully charged, or crash everything on my phone so my whole screen's black. You're going to do that again because you already did it anyway. You're going to crash my Wi-Fi signal so I have to move around to get another signal to actually fucking talk to someone. You already did that anyway. You're going to crash my laptop again, and you're going to wipe all my memory and everything off my laptop and delete everything because you've already done that before anyway. So what are you going to do?
Bitch is pissed.
Fuck
go.
yourselves.
There you go.
Fuck them. What are they going to do? They're going to crash everything again, and I'm just going to lose everything, and I'm just like, oh, fuck it, never mind.
No,
There you go.
don't. I've got pictures on here.
Oh, shit.
Paranormal stuff.
He's
Right.
got his porn collection on there.
Don't be stupid. I would not save porn on a laptop that she uses.
Did I understand
What?
him to say paranormal porn?
What are you talking?
He's got a problem, man. Alien
Oh,
porn?
What?
Look!
What?
Crashed.
Your phone's shit.
See?
What's
I'm
crap?
saying.
That's what happens for getting
Well, I
Galaxy.
No, my phone. As soon as I fucking say it, crash!
Yes, it's a
It's at
Samsung
least better
Galaxy.
than an iPhone.
What's that?
Because it's better than an iPhone.
Let's not get into this. They're both better than Windows phones. Okay, so let's leave it at that. I was going to ask a question, but I forgot what. Okay,
Right,
tall white aliens, right? Obviously, Greg, you're wearing a Star Wars shirt. How well do you know Star Wars?
Pretty good.
Okay, what are the aliens called on that planet where they do the clones?
Oh, shit, I don't know that one.
Okay. Well, that's what I imagine tall whites to look like.
Okay.
See what I mean? Do you know what they look like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. See, I was hoping your Star Wars knowledge would be better than that.
You fucking it down, Greg!
Whatever.
Hang your head. Take that shirt off. No, don't. Right.
I just got a new hat, too.
Sorry? You got a new hat.
Yeah, see, I got a new hat.
That's cool.
Awesome. So, what do you guys actually think of the Men in Black?
Daryl. Men in Black. What do you think the Men in Black are?
Facts.
And what do you think their goal is?
Facts.
Great. Can you actually hear me?
Me?
Daryl.
No, I heard you were breaking up. What?
Okay.
Busted.
What do you think the Men in Black are?
I think they're government. If there is Men in Black, I don't know if there is Men in Black. I've never seen them. I've heard stories of them, but you know, if they're anything, they're definitely U.S. government because that's some shit we would do.
See, I don't personally think they're just U.S. government. I think
I don't either.
I think they are above
Interpol?
all of the world governments.
Interpol.
No, because even Interpol aren't above our governments.
MI6 bitches.
I mean,
MI6.
there are
James
people,
Bond.
That's right.
there are people on actual government workers, like Area 51 workers and so on and so forth, that whistleblow about aliens and alien abductions and the Men in Black and all that. And they get killed.
Yeah.
They get killed pretty fucking sharpish.
Well,
They die in really weird circumstances.
I haven't said enough, so I'm sorry.
what I was going to say about Area 51 when you were talking about it earlier was I think anymore. I mean, Area 51 was the hot spot. I think it's more smoke and mirrors now. It's just like, hey, let's keep it there. Let's keep the public interested in that place. Over here in the States, there are so many hidden CIA and different kinds of bases that we don't know about. My sister-in-law lives in Virginia, where there's a CIA base up in the mountains, and they call it they call it the company. They're not even allowed to talk about it in the town they live in.
Well, while we're on that subject, what do you guys know about the chefs in the mountains?
Me, I know nothing about the chefs.
Because you guys are from Virginia.
Yep, talk free amongst yourselves because I've just stepped out of this conversation.
That's what happened.
I know nothing.
Okay, great.
Everybody on this show tonight is going to disappear tomorrow.
That's it. Go ahead, Tiffany. Go ahead.
But I mean,
Hang on. Go ahead, Tiff.
I know that there's in the mountains up in Maryland. It's called Side R, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And it's, you know,
Not that I know.
military base in the mountains, but it's also, you know, supposed to be a lot of government in there as well.
It has an awesome McDonald's in it. I've heard. Just saying, I heard.
Okay.
I mean, to me, like the MIB, I wouldn't say government because it doesn't sound right. Because government workers get killed because they whistleblow and they open their mouths too much.
Yeah, but not all our government here is on the same page. We have so many different branches of it, and they're all, believe me, they all have their own agendas.
I mean, we're quite lucky because we're such a small country. You would think that it's easier to manage, but it's not, because our government's in as much of a mess as yours probably is right now.
No, yeah, but there's like these. I mean, it's like MUFON, for example.
What's that stand for? MUFON.
Mutual UFO something.
Mutual UFO something network.
Yeah. It's like MUFON. I mean,
they're not.
They've contacted me a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
MUFON aren't like the Men in Black though. Their job is to basically investigate.
But they get silenced a lot.
There's been situations where they've been told to keep their mouth shut. I'm pretty sure there's people who are in MUFON who have been contacted by the Men in Black.
I mean, I'm just gonna fire a little shout out right here. I mean, I don't know if you guys know what Secure Team 10 is. Their YouTube channel. Tyler is amazing. I mean, that guy.
She watches Secure Team 10 like twice a day.
That guy, the UFO news coming out, that guy is amazing, and I wish I just had the balls to actually say what he says, because there's no way I would do that. But
I mean, he himself has said that he's had people watching him.
Yeah, recently.
I mean, this guy, he's a YouTuber. He talks about UFO sightings and other conspiracies and stuff to do with the government, etc.
If you're not subscribed to Secure Team 10, please don't do it, because I don't care if you don't subscribe to us, but Tyler deserves everything that he gets, because the guy's fucking amazing.
But, I mean, he was telling a story the other day where there was a guy sitting like just up the road to his house.
He was sitting in his house, and he had a couple of people sitting inside a Jeep in the car park that was adjacent to his house, and they were watching him, and they were there for like 2 days, 3 days in a row, staring at them, and every time he was to look at them, they'd look away and act as if they weren't looking or anything. But these guys were dressed in black suits, and they were just sitting there watching him, and they were following him, they were following his family, and he literally uploaded a YouTube video saying that, you know, if he disappears or anything happens, he's being watched. And I was just like, dude, just go quiet for a while. Just keep yourself safe. Fucking hell.
I mean,
but he didn't. He carried on, which is why I love the guy.
I don't know when we went live because so much shit was going wrong. But I reckon we have about 9 minutes left. I mean, that should just be over an hour. I'm going to say half. I'm going to say 9:30 Eastern time, probably.
I haven't got a clue. But Alex Masuo is listening. Hi, I love you, Alex.
Hey, Alex. You have an amazing name. One of the best.
But yeah, I mean,
because he had it first.
Tyler's had a lot of.
I don't know what Lloyd just said. Were you insulting me?
No, I was actually complimenting the other Alex, saying you liked it more because he had it first, so it was a better name.
She had it first.
Alex, the other Alex is a lady.
Well, she had it first.
But I mean, Tyler. I mean, I tried to. I don't know. He's never going to watch this, but
you've tried to contact him about the clouds.
About the clouds.
We've seen some weird clouds recently.
Okay.
Like square clouds.
Let's get into square clouds. Bring that on.
It's not fucking natural, is it? I don't know if you can actually get a picture up because they're on the computer.
I haven't prepared it.
Well, while we're talking, you might find it. You never know.
Okay, but then I can't change.
It doesn't matter, man. Just wait. Doesn't matter, man. Right, there we go. No, it changes itself. Yeah. Okay. Square clouds. Have any of you seen square clouds?
I've seen pictures. Pictures.
I've seen
It's not normal, is it, right?
lenticular clouds.
Lenticular clouds. She's seen. No.
Never seen
Why that? Wrong show. Oh.
Alex is trying to get pictures of square clouds for you guys because they're not fucking normal. But yeah, square clouds. Darren, have you ever seen a square cloud?
Nope.
No? Darryl, you ever seen one?
No. Oh, no.
Darryl, are you alive? Come in, Darryl!
The aliens got him.
Come in, Darryl!
I'm just fucking with you. I'm here.
Good joke.
No, I've never seen a square cloud.
I mean, I was just like, oh, is he crashed? Should I just exit his screen and ignore him?
Yeah,
I've been
he's just playing around.
I've been standing like this for like 5 minutes now.
I was like,
this
should
like
I
5 minutes waiting for you to say something.
I was like, should I just fucking shut the feed so he's fucked himself? So yeah, there's been a lot of weird shit going on lately. That's partly why I was trying to contact Tyler from Secure Team, because he actually has a UFO that he caught, well, that one of his viewers sent to him on camera, that I actually caught the same UFO, which is fucking madness. But while he's trying to get the square cloud pictures, just promote yourselves, because I'm looking for it as well. So go wild and promote yourselves.
No worries. We can entertain ourselves too.
Entertain your fucking selves, PayPal.
Oh, I've been doing
All right,
this.
I'll go first.
Go, Daryl, go.
All right. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come watch the American Ghost Hunter live show. And go check us out on www.breakingparanormal.com. And also, big news coming. Check out the American Ghost Hunters this Monday night. We got a big announcement. The show's going to a whole nother level. It'll be starting in October 5th to be exact. So we'll give you more details on that. And once I have everything hashed out, and we'll go from there.
Greg, go for it.
Well, I'm on the same level as Daryl. Check us out on Monday nights, and check out our website for sure. There's going to be a lot of new updates we're going to be doing on the website too. I'm thinking about some stuff with my buddy.
Our T-shirts. Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be having T-shirts coming out soon. They're going to be for sale on our website. We'll promote it more once we get hands on them and all that stuff on the show, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to be going, hopefully, to a couple new places here this next month or so. And that's about all for me.
And Ova, you can go now.
Well, thank you.
I know this is really bad ending to the show, but I'm trying to sort a picture out for you guys.
Nope, we got this. Listen, y'all, anybody out there, you guys got to check them out on Monday nights, because those guys are awesome. So, but we've got some private customers coming up here. So we've got that stuff. And anybody been to Harper's Ferry recently might just find some little items that were kind of placed somewhere. And if you read my post, you would know if you found those items and you went to livingparanormalmagazine.com and posted a picture with those, you were going to get an awesome prize. They could still be there. You just never know. You just never know. So check us out on Facebook, Nova Spies. Check us out on our website, novaspies.com. .org.com.
Sorry. How are you guys liking your new branding?
It is
Awesome.
freaking phenom. It is awesome, Alex. Thank you.
Guys like it?
It really is. Thank you.
Did Daryl say who's on his show on Monday?
Oh,
He did not.
I'm sorry. I was so excited about talking about the new thing coming up. But anyway, yeah, we have Jack Kenna back on the show. He's going about
Spirit Boy.
about 5-6 months ago. We had him on. Jack's a great guy. I've known him for a year or two now. But he's He's awesome. He's got a new book out, and we're going to promote that for him like we always do for everything he brings out. And I can't wait to have him back on the show. I haven't spoken to him in a few months, so good to see him again.
He never changes. He never changes. He's a good man for years, and the man never changes.
I don't think it's wise. I mean,
No, you guys don't know what conversations she has with Jack.
Yeah.
Oh,
we can imagine.
Yeah, we can only imagine. We know what conversations we have with y'all, so we can just imagine.
And with him. Yeah.
It's pretty.
Right, okay, I've got the pictures. I'm gonna share the pictures, hopefully. Right, here's the picture of a square cloud.
The fuck is that?
Oh, wow.
It looks nothing to us.
Yeah,
It looks photoshopped.
That's not photoshopped. That is genuine.
Bitch, I took that driving down the road.
Oh, you took that picture?
Like 40 miles an hour.
I took this.
You took it.
I took it.
I don't know. It's kind of looking like there's round areas.
Wait for you, motherfucker.
You gotta send it to us.
I took that as well.
There's square clouds.
Oh, yes.
And that's another one we saw as well.
Well, see, the reason why you guys see him so much is because that's just the U.S. over there taking control. They're actually behind the clouds.
We're watching you.
See? That's an RF signal that goes up so high, right?
Yeah.
That's those signals.
That's the square clouds.
That's not normal, is it?
And they're not. Honestly,
no.
I was taken
I mean, I'm no meteorologist or anything, but I never see anything like that.
Oh.
There is one.
There is one which we'll find another time and show you because we haven't got time right now. But there's a picture of a cloud, and you basically just what did you do? Just flip the colours.
I just flipped the colours, and there was a fucking.
And there was basically a triangle shape inside the cloud as well, which we can't.
Wow. Yeah, you sent me those pictures. I saw them, but they look so much better right there for some reason.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you keep chatting for a second, I've got.
I'll keep chatting. Okay. Zach.
No, but have you ever seen this square cloud? I mean, in all seriousness.
I mean, have you guys ever seen basically a near perfect square cloud?
No.
Greg?
I have it.
I have it now.
Nova?
We couldn't hear a word of what you said. Sorry.
Have you ever seen a square cloud?
No.
No, just the photos.
Right. I apologise for having audio issues. Okay, our computers are acting weird today. So
I've seen one that looks like a chicken.
Bunnies are good.
So Jesus cloud ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. This is funny.
They're square ones.
Oh, there we go. I can take the quality now.
right, okay, we have the other picture that we have, and then we'll round things up quickly.
Yeah, you guys need to see this before anyone else does, because it's fucking insane. Bearing in mind, this is the same square cloud, one of the same square clouds as the other one.
Okay, I thought you were about to send me one.
Right.
It was my phone. It's so helpful. Sorry, guys.
So, guys, we know this is a bit right. So, this is the cloud without the contrast changed. Same cloud.
Send it to you.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Just take no other send.
Okay,
There
right.
we go. Yeah, that's not the cloud. Right.
That's what you just sent me.
And that's the cloud. This is the cloud without the contrast changing. Right? This is the cloud without contrast changing. If you actually look, you're not going to see anything. If you actually look down the center of the cloud, there is a slight strange colouring to the cloud. And then I flip the colours and change the contrast. And I've just done that to you there. The fuck is that? Is my question.
And what is it that you're trying to find out?
The V in the middle of the cloud.
Okay, so if you look, can you see my mouse? Can you guys see my mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, where the mouse is, there's like a V shape there.
Look at your mouth. Okay.
Okay.
Mouth, not mouth.
Oh,
Mouse.
Mouse.
Squeak.
Squeeze.
oh.
The triangle, the pointy thing, the arrow.
Yeah, no, sorry, we got no picture. Only audio.
Oh, whatever.
But yeah, no, there is
It's not going well.
there's
It's not
a
going
draft
well.
in the middle, but this isn't going well. But I'm gonna make a video on it anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. Right, we better round things up because we've been on for an hour.
I'm done.
We're done with technology, when it's working. We're all going to go and cry into our British flags. All right, guys, it's been everyone. If you guys
It's coming out Friday.
Congratulations!
Friday.
Living Paranormal magazine is out on Friday.
Friday.
Darryl and Greg are in it. Laurie's done a article about skinwalkers.
Yeah.
I'll let them wave issue 1 and issue 2 around.
Yeah.
We go. Yes, so issue 4 is out for digital download on Friday from www.livingparanormalmagazine.com. Darryl and Greg are in it. Darryl's also written about the House of Wheels. I've written about Jack the Ripper.
I've written about the clapping.
We've got Dustin Parry from Ghost Hunters International in it. We've got other stuff. Lizzie Borden's in it.
Lizzie Borden.
We've got some amazing photography in it from Josh Bender and Pat O'Keefe. I hope I said that name right. What else?
This time next week, guys. I'm really sorry, but we will not be having a chat show because we are investigating the Black Monk House.
And I bet you are fucking relieved.
I am.
But we will be live from the Black Monk House next week on our Berlin Paranormal Facebook. We might
actually go live on here for a while if I can.
If we can, we might go on Living Paranormal live. I don't know. We'll be live somewhere, so look out for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching, I'm so sorry that we're shit. We will endeavour to do better.
Anyway, guys, remember to like,
the
notification bell because it really means a lot to us. Comment because we reply back.
And bearded ladies.
Yeah.
Check out them. They're trying to upstage Darryl. And I think it's working. What do you reckon, Darryl?
It's worked. It looks good. They wear it well.
I want to
American Ghost Hunter show.
Yeah, go on.
Just
Paranormal YouTube, American Ghost Hunter Live.
That's
We are guest hosts on Daryl's show.
Yes, they are.
Greg is also on his show. Hey, Greg. How you doing? You right?
Yeah.
And like, subscribe, and if you're watching this,
I'm just going to end the show. I'm going to end the show on Greg.
tweet Tyler from security. Love you guys. Bye.
That's Greg.
Bye.
Look at you. Wave, Greg. Wave goodbye to everyone.
Bye.
Wave more. Wave more.
Do the bridge.
Both
Do the
hands.
bridge wave.
Bye.
All right.